What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga, this time with volume 23, the Falcon of the Millennium Empire arc, and today we'll be covering Scattered Time and Fangs of Ego. Winter Journey was quite depressing honestly, the last couple of chapters, we'll just go through them quickly. Taking on these Jack Frosts. Yeah, we saw just how kind of comfortable, well I guess as comfortable as you get Casca got with Guts. After all the kind of fuss around her and Guts, especially a fair few volumes ago where she wouldn't even be close to him. But that was all unfortunately undone as the fox spirit kind of awakens again. Again, really enjoyed this stuff. It was brought up a while ago. I kind of knew it would be coming back at some point, and I think I mentioned this last time. I think as the story goes on, it will just be more and more kind of part of Guts, and obviously it's on his mind quite a lot right now. He's very much questioning himself, which led to him having a kind of as much as a weak mind state as you can have being Guts, and him then getting possessed by the spirits. I thought the strangling would be then, but yeah, here it is. As Guts gets consumed a little bit, and yeah, ends up strangling Casca, resetting everything, and yeah, just super sad as we ended off with this shot that shows it perfectly at the end here. Again, just a lot of depression. A lot of depression last chapters. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these two upcoming chapters down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with any of my reactions. And let's get right into Scattered Time. When was that? The last time she smiled. Fuck knows. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Probably some random fun moment with like the pearls or something at the start of the last arc in the tent perhaps, but other than that I've got no clue. Before she lost her memories, I'm guessing. Fatigue is ruining me. I can barely protect her, as she looks at me with distrust and animosity. I suppose that does have a bit of a mental effect on you protecting her as well, just as much as his body's worn out and stuff, his mind must be as well. And this probably just makes him run through the kind of fuel of his mind faster. Stuff like this, where if he could kind of see the benefits of protecting her, then probably be a bit easier on the mind. As she looks at me with distrust and animosity, and my license to touch her with tenderness expires. My distrust of myself spurs me. I swore I'd stay near her, not abandon her. So if you can hear that, it's raining pretty heavily outside. Really strange weather. It was like really grey a second ago and raining, and then it was fine, and now it's quite sunny and raining and thundering a bit, so hopefully you can't hear that. But yeah, look at Guts in this shot here, just my dude is done. Knackered. But she grows distant. Oh no! We got trouble, Guts! Wake up! Ah, fuck now. Here we go. I only dozed off for a bit. If we don't hurry, the sun will set. Let's split up and search. It looks like he's trembling a little bit. He doesn't seem and look all that bothered. Again, he's trembling, which shows he does, but he does care. But like I said about his mental state, maybe he actually isn't that kind of too bothered by this. Casca! I think you've got to be questioning if it is the right thing to do with her so against you at the minute and it taking its toll and such. I mean, again, we know that Casca is almost everything to Guts, and he does care about her a lot, and he does want her with him. But again, I think this whole situation does question that a lot, doesn't it? I think that's something I really like about the start of this arc. There's a lot of questioning going on of, especially this volume, a lot of questioning going on of Guts and his mindset and his ideals and what he's actually doing, as well as his goals. It's a very interesting character piece so far for Guts. Ah, hell. Every village and town around here is empty. Not a bit of food left. Talk about bad business. Yep. Hey, don't you think it's high time for us too? Not being chased by officials is great, but if we come across the Kushan, we's finished. Got that right. I don't ask much. Let's just go someplace where there's food and women. Hey, who's there? Casca eating something. What is she eating? It almost looks like she's eating the bag, like leather or some material. Punch. Ah! My dried meat! Alright. Like jerky or something. What in the... what woman? Pilgrim clothes? Why's a pilgrim around here? I was saving that for last. It's a miracle she doesn't die in situations like these, isn't it? Personally, if I was these guys in this age, if I was not myself, I'd. Well, saying that, if I was myself here, I might kill her. If that's my last bit of food or something, I'd be like, fucking hell, I'm gonna eat you then. You eat my food, I'm gonna eat you. Sounds outrageous, but got to do what you got to do to survive in this day and age. In these days and ages, should I say. She ain't bad, this broad. You gonna rape a pilgrim? That's a sin. No, boss. She's a blessing from God for us wretched thieves. Yo. Well, that's lucky. That's lucky. Well, works for me. I'll have to thank God for this. Ah! What's going to happen here? What is he thanking God for? Are they just going to rape her? Even though they said it as they wouldn't? Probably. Happens way too often with Casca. I think that is unfortunately the price you pay of being a very beautiful woman in this age. Casca. It's not like nowadays. You can literally just make a living off being pretty. these days. send the OnlyFans girls and stuff back in these days, and they just die, get killed and raped, and yeah, it's crazy how times change. Yet people still insist that there's still things like sexism and such. Well, of course, there's always going to be like sexism and racism, but you just got to accept it at the end of the day. In my opinion, you're never going to change everyone. As long as the majority is fine, that's absolutely fine. Getting a bit political there, perhaps. I was naive. You guys know my stance anyway. Like I say, everyone's kind of sexist and racist and such. Everyone's got preconceived notions. Don't matter who you are. Don't matter if you're the best fucking feminist, social justice warrior ever. When I headed for the Tower of Conviction, I just hoped she was still alive. Alive and safe. That was all. When I got her back, I thought that was everything. It's too naive. Well, I think that's understandable. That was a massive undertaking in itself, so I think it's fair enough you didn't actually think of the consequences / the aftermath of that situation, honestly. Very much understandable. Again, we need to stop banging her head or something, get her bloody memories back, man. Even doing that, there was no way to wipe away the years I left her behind. There's no way to make up for all the time I left her in the darkness. I mean, again, I understand that, Guts, but it was literally the only safe place, the safe haven. The way I see it is the equivalent of like Guts going to war and leaving his wife at home. Obviously, she's going to be worried, and it's not going to be nice for her. But they're doing it to protect her at the end of the day. So it's just a shame that even that place now is just gone, as well as the time that he spent away from her. All the time I spent wandering. All the time I left her alone. I left there alone. Wait, sorry. All the time I left her there alone. I've become estranged from her. Well, that's understandable as well, considering it's not really Casca. Fuck's sake. Alright, we're going to have to do a bit of censoring. It does look like they are just going to rape her, unfortunately. After all their talk of not raping her. Oh, we're going to do a lot of censoring here. I brought this up last video, didn't I? I feel like there hasn't been a lot of nudity or anything I've had to censor for a long time, so this was kind of inevitable. Look at that horrible face. Oh, what the fuck? I'm guessing this is like reality kind of blending in with what she'd already been through with the demons. Again, I brought this up last time. I feel like maybe a situation like this could actually push her memory back, if you know what I'm saying. It could actually reach a point where she remembers so much of that she remembers everything before that as well. Horrible thing to go through, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's nasty ass tongue. Oh, that's really cool actually. That nasty ass tongue turning into a demon. Yep. I think there's a couple of new ones here. I think I remember something similar to this one, but so all the other designs are pretty new. The one on the right really looking like a penis. Really looking like a penis. Again, I'm probably gonna have to do quite a bit of censoring here. Yep, yet again we are brought back to the eclipse. Ah! Casca! Okay, luckily Guts isn't too far away. Not sure what to think. So, am I kind of slightly right in the fact that the more she experiences these horrible experiences, seems that she's at least here kind of, her eyes are like pure white, so she might be like in a state of yeah, fucking adrenaline and all sorts. But her body remembers, at least it seems here, how she used to fight. Because she's taken down 3 pretty big guys all by herself. Either way, this is quite promising, right? As horrible as it is. As horrible as it is, it's yeah, interesting. Again, it looks like she's not really in any kind of state of thinking or anything right now. Again, this is maybe just like a natural kind of bodily reaction that she carried over from who she was before, of course. Again, it's the same body and everything, so makes total sense. But wow, okay. Again, what's Guts thinking? Is he thinking, what? Yeah, what is he thinking? Is he thinking the same as me? This is quite promising, or is he? Who knows? It's lucky she didn't she didn't go like this when she was with Guts. But yeah, good job, Casca. And she's smeared in blood. Oh, just got to get a zoom in. Oh yeah, just got to get a zoom in of all those parts there, haven't you? Boobs. Fanny. Trying to think of a nice word for it. And the tip of the sword. Just got to get all those points in there. Oh, we haven't had a lot of nudity for a while. I need to tick all the boxes here. I need to get the boobs in. Need to get everything in. I love how there's just a little bit of hair on her fanny. There would usually, you'd think there'd be quite a bit more than that. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Definitely gonna have to do quite a bit of censoring today. She's still got the same reasonable build, hasn't she? Nice tone on the back and arms there. You'd think that maybe that would go a little bit because she doesn't do any kind of physical fighting or anything anymore. So realistically, she wouldn't be built like this still, I don't think. But that's a tiny detail. That's the shame about kind of working out and stuff. You can work out for 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, but sod it off for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and half your muscle's gone. Something similar happened to me. I quit playing football, stopped doing a lot of kind of sports and stuff in general for a couple of years, and had to kind of last 2 years kind of had to rebuild myself back and feel better than ever now, which is good. But again, it just took a long time to actually get back to close to where I was beforehand. Cass? No way. What, did they actually breach her? Is what I'm going to say. Did they actually breach her there? Hopefully not. There's Hopefully that's just the blood of the people she killed. No way. Okay. Aga. Quit. Just tripping her up. Easily taken care of. As I said, doesn't actually done any fighting or anything for a long time, so easy work. Horrible though that she had to put all her weight on her like this, like hold her head, almost her head down like that, with on steel knees. Well, I don't think it's steel, is it? But armor on our shins, twisting her arm like that. This is horrible for Guts as well as Casca, but must feel horrible having to do this. As his heart seems to be beating, and again I imagine a flush of thoughts going through his head. Like I said, a horrible position to be in after the last couple chapters. Again, there seems to be nipples everywhere in these in this chapter today, so again probably not going to be able to see too much of the screen at all. Oh, scratch his face. And strangely, we're in the same compromising position we were in before she killed the man. Fucking hell, Guts. Make sure she don't bite your tongue off. She bites your tongue off, I'm pretty sure he's just dead, right? I can kind of understand this though, because again, it's a lot like the situation we were just in with the men raping her, attempting to. You could see it as very similar to that with Guts here, and I think sex, and sounds terrible to say, doesn't it? But a lot of women like kind of hard sex and kind of stuff like that. Obviously, women don't like to be raped, of course, but they like a bit of again, little hardiness with that. I think a situation like this could very much kind of, I'm not sure how Casca would feel because she's lost her mind, so I doubt she really feels much of anything sexually or anything here, but I could understand how Guts would probably get maybe quite lustful or something here. It's been so many years without Casca in his love, and since he's had sex with her or had any kind of intimacy with her or anyone whatsoever. But again, I don't like the fact that it kind of mirrors what just happened. But I can very much understand where it comes from. She's actually trying to say no there. That would also be a little bit of progress. But just staring into each other's eyes like that. Interesting. That's where we're ending off. Okay. Hey, they censored it themselves. Nice. Again, it doesn't take much. I know this is like an 18 manga and stuff, and a lot of viewers really like the kind of fan service and stuff, but I really don't mind it at all when shows and stuff do this kind of a little bit of mist over the area or whatever. It's like it's just a little detail that gives people the fan service of what they want to imagine, and also helps cover up the fucking stuff I don't want to show on my video. But yeah, nice to censor themselves. But yeah, this I'm not 100% sure what to make of this. It looks like Casca just gives up, honestly. It's strange though, because it looks like she kind of gives up because she can't do anything here. So she closes her eyes and just trying to get out of the situation by closing her eyes, it looks like. And she also closed her fist, which makes me also think she probably you can also tell she's a fighter by the way she closes her fist like that, by the way. But yeah, I don't think she's enjoyed the situation or anything from the fact that her fist is kind of closed like that. I could be wrong, could be misjudging this. I'm really not the best reader of women whatsoever, to be honest with you guys. Yeah. Okay, let's see what the comments got to say. Yeah, Casca, try not to get raped challenge is pretty much mentioned every time something like this happens, and I mean, rightfully so. He's compromised like this a hell of a lot. Maybe too much for my liking, honestly. Maybe too much, honestly. And yeah, not too much in the comment section about the characters or what's going on here. So we'll just move on to the final chapter for today. Fangs of Ego. Yeah, she's very much resisting. No, but like I said, maybe you know what I said about Guts maybe being quite lustful here and such. Maybe he also, again, maybe he did catch on to what I said about her being in this compromising position. Maybe he's putting her through this because he saw results of her a little bit going back to how she was in terms of killing those men, a little bit being that warrior again. Maybe he's kind of pushing that, or I think more likely again is just his kind of love instincts and such kind of took over here. His clouded mind has led to this kind of judgment. No. So yeah, it does seem like she's trying to say like, no, get off me. Something like that. I think we might be seeing some progress here, you know. As much as yeah, horrible situation. Look at his eyes though. Oh god, I hope we don't take this too far. I was kind of hoping it'd just end at a kiss. I was like, kind of hoping it'd just end at a kiss. As we hold our arm down. Kiss her boobs. Oh shit. Yep, here we go again. Yes. Here we go again. A succulent nipple. Looking tasty. As he reverts again back to this kind of fox figure. Oh shit. Rip her to shreds, the way Griffith did. Jesus Christ. Really has consumed him now, hasn't it? Fucking hell. And yeah, he is having a little taste of boob. Jesus. This is horrible. Yeah, I think I was proven wrong. Again, I didn't really think it would be him kind of testing the grounds to see if she gets her memory back. That was maybe a bit too optimistic. This is horrible. Really cool design though, won't lie. Really awesome design here. But yeah, again, this really does just... I'm not sure if this is like the same pose, but it really just gives you that vision of the Griffith Femto scene at the end of the eclipse, doesn't it? Bite and tear. Penetrate. Again, it's a shame because I'm not sure how much. Holy shit. I'm really not sure how much I'll be able to show. Penetrate. She's a sacrifice. You must lose everything. As we actually take a... I'm hoping this is like not real. Take a huge chomp out of her boob. I mean, at least that's the censoring con for that side of the screen. Jesus. That's really cool though. As much as this is don't really want to zoom in. Yeah, that's really cool. I like the texturing here of the... I'm not sure. Funny enough, I watched Scary Movie again. I think I mentioned this last time, but I watched Scary Movie 1 and 2 again, and there's a funny scene with Ghostface stabbing a girl in the boobs and just taking out her implants. But yeah, I don't think I've actually ever really seen a kind of... I think maybe I have actually. Can't put a name on it, but I've seen some. I've never seen something as good as this, with the detail of the inner boob as this being ripped out. It looks really cool, doesn't it? But yeah, certainly haven't seen many. Again, if any, boob tears like this. Really cool. Disturbing. Very disturbing, but yeah, this is not real. Make everything food for your malice. His arm looks pretty cool here as well, doesn't it? But look at that feral animal. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. This is a sick shot right here. Again, fucked up and perverted and disgusting, but the ripped head. Just Casca's head just getting eaten. The scrapes, again, the ripped off boob. That's some really cool kind of body horror right there. This is really awesome. Some of the best body horror I've had for a while, I won't lie. Again, as disgusting as it is, situation-wise, that's the thing about stuff like this for me. The situation and the kind of the perverted, actual kind of sexual side of this is the much more disgusting side than the actual kind of the coolness of the body horror and the capitation and such. It might seem a bit weird for some people, but I don't know. So yeah, it looks like he's actually gone to bite her boob. Yeah, look at that. He's got his chompers around it. As it looks like he finally realizes what he's doing here. He saw that face before, and now he was the cause of it. This is again just going to make his mind even more fucking complicated, and so many more thoughts going through there and processing. It's just really like adding up, isn't it? Just pouring more fucking fuel on the fire. But yeah, look at that. Look at her boob on the left there. Again, you guys probably won't be able to see it on my video, but It's got fucking Guts' chompers mark round it. Jesus. I'm not sure if would a woman. I think maybe it was like a human centipede or a hostel or something. I've seen like a boob get cut off in. Because again, I think I've definitely seen it somewhere. Would a woman die if one or both of her boobs get cut off? I might be inclined to think so. I'm not really sure. Again, I'm not a woman, so I'm not sure if much kind of blood flow or anything goes around there. But I imagine if both of a woman's boobs got cut off, you do see it. I mean, that's like surgery though. That's like actual kind of properly. If a woman's boobs got cut off in like a horror situation, just getting sliced off by a machete, imagine she'd die, right? I'm not sure. It's an interesting question. Not something I'm going to type into Google. Not something I'm going to type into Google. Here they are, again, the chomp marks. So we made her cry. Jesus. That's horrible, isn't it? Like I said, this is the worst part of all of this. The kind of rape, kind of emotional side. That's the most disgusting part of it, isn't it? That's just horrible, isn't it? Like, I bet she doesn't even know why she's crying. Well, she knows what caused it, of course, but... Ah, dear. Yeah, where's Puck been? Fucking lucky for him he didn't witness this. Hey, Casca, hey! If we don't find her soon, the sun will... Huh? Oh yeah, he was looking the other side or whatever. Is that little Isidro? I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Oh, looky. Yes! Let's go. Let's go. Isidro's back, baby. I love this guy. Looks like he's stolen a bunch of stuff. Sausages. A sword. Couple packs of stuff. Hey, Droopy. Or Dropey. I think it's Droopy, right? There's not two O's, so maybe it is Droppy. Droppy. But it ain't Dropey. I'm going to say Dropey though. Ah, Puck! Ah, I found you! So, been a while. You survived? Look at this guy. How can you not love Isidro, man? And these two are just gold, aren't they? Again, almost like the complete opposite of what we just saw. It's pure wholesomeness right here. Orsahid and looking for Orsahid and looking for you. Never or you. I've done my best. Sorry, guys. Oh, here we go again. Adolo, hey, oh, this has gone awful. I'm not even sure what this even means. Is the thing like the one before? I kind of understand, but Adolo, hey, oh, dev, for hui, eating, talking, or running. Gotta pick one. Not gonna happen. I'm being chased by scoundrels right now. Ain't the scoundrel being chased? Lame brain. All I did was carry stuff out of kindness for some people I know. But when it comes to skinflints like them, what that? It's a skinflint. It sounds like it could come up with something horrible. A person who spends as little money as possible. Oh, right. So just like a tight person. Skinflint. Never heard of that term. Again, it sounds horrible, doesn't it? It sounds a lot worse than it was. What happened here? Good throw. Looks like it was Serpico. Good throw indeed. Tripping up Isidro right there. So there are people whose charge for carrying luggage is the luggage. Oh dear. Yeah, that is indeed true. Oh, dumbass. I just thought I'd do you a favour and teach some dumbass aristocrats how harsh the world can be. Oh. So Isidro stole all this from Serpico and Farnese, eh? You caught him. Good. Cut his arm off at once. Lady Farnese. Is it an arm? I thought there was like a practice, wasn't there, for Steelers? I thought it was like fingers, but maybe it was an arm. I don't even know what to Google here. Yeah, so it's it was cutting off one's ear or both ears, which I didn't actually know, or a hand, or death. But yeah, like I said, I thought it was kind of fingers. I didn't think it was a whole bloody arm. Oh, you drop threats at the top of a hat. At the drop of a hat. At the top of a hat. You drop threats at the drop of a hat. So why I can't stand nobility? You stole from nobility? Such punishment is a matter of course. Yahoo! Can you see me now? Yes, she can. Yes, she can. She has been awakened to the workings of the world. Lady Farnese? Nice one. They just pat her nose. Oh dear. Sorry guys. As we return. Yeah, luckily Puck didn't actually catch guts in the act right there. So that's why I brought along some guests. Hi. Yo. What is up, Mr. Isidro? The one guy I was hoping to see again. Don't get me wrong, I like Farnese and Serpico as well, but Isidro is one of my favourites. Had to bring him back. Look at Farnese's body language right there. Kind of closed off. I don't know why, but I just caught that as looking quite demonic, like an eyeball there and a horrible mouth. But again, I see things like that sometimes. When I was younger, I used to see things like that, like wood, kind of patterns of wood and stuff. Again, I think that just come from a place of watching a lot of horror movies. You guys, I've been looking for you real hard since last time. You thought you could run from me, but you can't. Chasing like a snake. biting like a snapping turtle. Like, no, like a vulture. And gnaw like a vulture, sorry. That's my motto. But we've got a sick girl and a good for nothing. Give us a break. A sick girl, eh? Oh yeah. Where's Casca? Oh yeah. Fucking hell. Looking like the definition of depression right there. Casca, thank goodness you're safe. Quickly turns her head. Huh? What's going on? Casca's tied up. It's for her own safety. Although, after what we just saw, is it? Is it for her own safety? I mean, yes, it is. But also, is it for Guts to keep a tie on things, getting things wrapped up? Not quite as simple as that, is it? I don't think. A lot's happened. Huh? Well, I don't know why. But that aside, it's deal time. Now you get to pay me back. You're gonna teach me the secrets of your sword fighting and the secrets, leaving nothing out. And soon, like now. Let's go. Nah, not the time for that, Isidro. I think it's a bad time for his kind of upbringingness and just upbeatness, isn't it? Bit of a bad time for that. Or a good time. Like I said, it was actually quite nice having that little bit of break from all that disgusting perversion that we just saw. Love the stuff with Isidro and Puck a minute ago. But in this situation with Guts right here, might be a bit too soon. What about you two? Then I formally recognize you as a disciple, of the elf dimension style. You still trying to catch me? Yeah. Watch out. They're about to hack my arm off earlier. That's because you're a criminal. Ferocious thief. First lesson, the 1,000 spike strike. Oh man, these guys. Again, how dark and yeah, just how dark and I wouldn't say depressing. Probably depressing, but the light this kind of manga without Puck and Isidro and such really just wouldn't be the same. Again, it would be dark. This series in general is very dark and depressing, and yeah, it's horrific. But it really does need that, doesn't it? Really does need that. You could say it doesn't. It probably would still be an all-time great without it. Don't get me wrong. There's been plenty of horror movies and such that are just kind of pure horror, no laughs, just pure depression and stuff. But a lot of my favourites do have that kind of fun tone to them as well. Lady Farnese. Yeah, as I said earlier, she's a bit reserved right now, isn't she? Black Swordsman, please allow us to accompany you in your travels. And you know what? I think we could really use that right now as well. I think this is a lovely break for Guts right here. As much as he maybe doesn't want this, he wants to be by himself and with Casca. Don't want to worry about anyone else and stuff. I feel like this really is a time he could use that away. All the other times throughout this series, I think he's been fine by himself. He's been doing stuff by himself. It has been a bit of a nuisance to be with these people, but I think now more than ever he could actually really use some people to travel with, a kind of a band of sorts. Obviously nowhere near the Band of the Hawk, don't get me wrong, but something similar to that. People can huddle in warmth. I think you could really use that right now. And hopefully some people to kind of keep him in check a little bit as well, while his mind is in this confused state, a more complex and again confusing state than he's ever been in. Again, I really like the character stuff that's going on here with Guts. Fangs of Ego End. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. That is the final chapter for today. Again, some really interesting character stuff here, wasn't there? I don't want to go back because I don't want to do any more fucking censoring. Probably gonna have to do quite a bit today. But yeah, lovely end with everyone kind of coming back. Farnese, Isidro, Serpico, Puck. But yeah, like I said, Guts is in a more interesting state than ever right now, I think, isn't he? Very complicated. Again, I probably don't even fully understand all the in and outs and beats of it, but let's just read some comments to finish off for today. Okay, so I might be reaching here, but that dog is like the manifestation of the behelit Guts is carrying, like it's trying to get Guts to the dark side. That's interesting. The manifestation of the behelit Guts is carrying. I just assumed it was like just a manifestation of that kind of malice and want for revenge and the negative feelings of Guts, but it could actually, yeah, it could be linked to the behelit perhaps. I haven't seen too much of that, have we? It's always just kind of been in his pocket. Interesting point though. It always stays close to Guts, and when the dog took a full form, it reminded me of Zod. Yeah, it did. I was thinking that as well, to be fair. It did kind of look like Zod Guts during that sequence, didn't it? Also looked like a wolf man. Even though, again, I think it's a fox. Casca has the brand, and the dog has said sacrifice a few times already, blah, blah, blah. Someone's just said, Guts better go out of this phase and treat Casca right. Okay, man. I don't think that's the point. I'm not sure that's the... Yeah. Sort of like Guts is like a teenage boy mistreating girls, dumping them left, right and centre, having sex with girls left, right and centre. It certainly is a phase though, he's not wrong there. This certainly is a phase. Like I said, this is probably the most complex phase of Guts' mind and thought-wise, yeah, I think. There really is a lot of questions being brought to him right now, isn't there? Yeah, I think that's just about all we can get from the comments. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, lots of really interesting stuff. Again, please let me know if I did miss anything, but again, some great stuff, some really disturbing stuff. Like I said, I find that stuff much more horrific than the actual kind of body horror and kind of decapitations and stuff. But yeah, some really cool stuff. Again, love the Puck and Isidro back again. But yeah, before I start sneezing again, let me know what you guys think about these chapters in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys liked, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll be back next time with the next couple of chapters, so I'll see you guys then, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.